I got mail. This is an important mail call, stick around for this one. This is from Brad Harris, Full Spectrum Survival. A very important channel if you don't actually subscribe to Brad and Kelly, and you are missing out. Now, I believe that me and Brad have fundamental differences about politics in certain areas. But we have had great conversations intermittently online. And he noticed one of my videos where I actually put up a picture of an innerchuck. An innerchuck is an Arctic method of marking territory and marking ways to travel that has been around for probably 25,000 years in Canada, and I believe in Siberia. And other cultures also use it, and I'd collected redstone, sandstone from Killarney, which you're not really supposed to do, but I did, and I constructed an innerchuck of my own to show the way into the garage, because I think they're incredibly beautiful objects. Anyway, my innerchuck was the beginning one, so Brad said to me, hey, I've got a picture of one of those, I'll send you one from my cards. So all the way from Alabama, I have mail. Incredibly generous of me to do this. Okay, cards, laminated cards. It's kind of interesting if you don't actually Patreon and for $10, see what you would get. Oh, okay. So every month he does a newsletter. This is May's. Travel and evacuation food prep. Okay, it tells you what you should have in your vehicle recovery kit. That's heavy gear. Talks about evacuating, talks about how to eat lizards and birds and fish and snakes and rabbits on the go. Tells you how to preserve them. Yeah, interesting information. Nice, Brad. And his pictures. Oh. I'm not a bushcrafter, but I think that's a male chicken. Okay, he tells you how to shut up your cockerels from making loud noise and giving where you are using a band around the throat. I'm not sure that's PETA approved, but I could see the utility. So this one is fire. It talks about basic things you could do to prevent accidental and human-caused fires. A little bit military for me in parts, but I think the basic idea is a good one. It talks about the use of fire actually as an offensive weapon, which I think people do need to consider when they have defense. Picture of a tap. This is very useful. It actually gives you the list of things you need to get. A poo bucket. Talks about how you can buy liners for these for $20 online and use them as a toilet. I think that's a great idea. I agree with him, it's not biodegradable. I think actually poo in a long-term grid down is actually human poo. It is actually a really, really important resource. But I'm not going to get into that in this video because it's an unboxing. Oh, okay. So this is what he sent me because he noticed my innerchuck. And he's talking about cairns, a mound of rocks built as a memorial landmark or a monument. Gaelic, which makes sense, Druids I guess, Norsemen, Vikings have used them. The Icelandic word for cairn is the barda. Now this is what's great about Brad and Kelly and Full Spectrum Survival. This is just why you really must subscribe to him. Dangers. Cairns may be used by potentially violent adversaries, allowing them to find their way through hard to navigate areas towards your location. With this in mind, they can also be used to misdirect the unwanted towards traps and choke points. Whoever you use them, make sure your group knows each of the methods and others do not. Wow. Well, thanks, Brad. I really, really appreciate that, and I've been enjoying watching you and Kelly construct your little homestead. And thank you very much. I will get together a little package for you and Kelly and your kids for first aid gear. I'm sure you've got a ton of first aid gear, but I will put in first aid gear you may well probably not have. Thank you very much. Au revoir.
Buddy, you're a make a big noise playing in the street. Gonna be a big man someday. You got mud on your face, you big disgrace. Kicking your can all over the place, singing, we will